Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over what cards I have in my wallet currently and how I use them on a day-to-day basis. Now, my cards are going to be super simple because I'm actually building up my points within the Chase ecosystem. So a lot of the cards I do have in my wallet are not currently being used. So don't bash me in the comments saying that, well, you have that card, you're not even using it. It's just right now I'm maximizing my Chase points for my honeymoon with my wife. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So here's my wallet. Nothing's fancy, it's not design or anything like that, but I mean, just something you can get off of Marshalls or Ross. Something really cheap. I'm not really a big flashy kind of guy, so when I open it, you have my 3 card slots. I have another one right here that I can insert, and I'll flip it over. Let me hide my information. My driver's license is right there, and then I have 2 other cards, my Discover card and my local credit union. So we're going to go ahead and dive into my first card. The first card being the Capital One Saver. Well, actually, I'm covering up the name. There we go. It's Capital One Saver. So this card you always see me talk about in my channel. It is one of the best cards I would say for either beginner or someone who is more on the advanced side, because you do have either ways to do cash back, or you can do it with the Capital One Venture X and do the Capital One Duo setup. Now, in this video, I'm not going to be going far in depth of what those are, but for simple sake, if you're barely beginning, cashback is when you use your card and you get cash back, basically getting a discount for all your purchases. And then the travel side of things, the Capital One Duo, is something that you just use those cards to gain points and to travel. So that's how simple I'm going to make it, because this video is not over that. It's more of what I have in my wallet. But for now, this card's not being used as much because, again, I'm using more of the Chase credit cards to maximize my points and get the sign-on bonuses for all the cards. So that way my traveling is going to be a lot less of a cost paying out of pocket. Which now leads to the Capital One Flex. So this card is actually very useful right now because it's 5% cash back on groceries. And so for those who don't know, the Freedom Flex is a rotating category. So it's every quarter of a year, it changes what you can maximize your 5% cash back on, up to $1,500 every 3 months. Yeah, every 3 months. So this card, I'm actually not the owner of it because I am authorized user off my wife. So my wife is getting into the credit card space and maximizing our points as well. So that way we can go ahead and combine our points all in one pot. Chase does allow you to do that if you live under the same household. So that is our plan, to add up all our bonuses that we got for our honeymoon. For my third card, I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So this is basically the, I wouldn't say the premium card, but it's like the one below the premium. But this actually opens up transfer partners, so we can transfer all those points that we gained to a hotel or a flight, but we're going to be using it for Hyatt. And do keep up with this channel as well, because I am going to be documenting that to show you guys how to do that step by step. It's actually going to be my first time doing it, so I may not be redeeming the best option, but that's what this channel is about, is learning from experiences and a lot of people out there who are the best at it. They do all these math calculations to get the set per point value. I'm trying to do it, pretty complex, but we're going to try our best, and hopefully you guys don't judge me when that video comes out. But that card right now, we just now finished it to receive the 80,000 points. Now, I got the 80,000 points because they actually send me a direct offer to my house saying that I was pre-approved and I was one of the selected to get this sign-on bonus additional added to the 60,000 points. So the 60,000 points is pretty common with when you apply online. But they sent me a mail and I was like, hey, let's go ahead and apply for it. It's a good deal. We get additional 20,000 points for spending the same amount that I would have been with the 60,000 points on the Chase website. So now the card that's in the last one is my Discover card. Don't judge me. I know it's dirty, but this card is my very first credit card. Very first credit card that I was actually approved for. Now, I tried to apply for the cards, and I only know one of them, which was a Walmart card that was given to me. Well, not given, but I tried to apply for. I was denied. So Discover was the only one that allowed me to get approved. It was a student card, but the downside of this card, it is not the rotating category. I wish back then I knew the difference between what I applied for, and man, I still regret that to this day. I even called Discover to see if I can do a product change, and that is something they still don't even do. Now, I was kind of annoyed by it because I called them like, how can you guys not do a product change? Because I'm not using this card as much as I used to because I'm benefiting off these other cards, right? So using the Discover card, I only use it like maybe once a year just to keep it open because this is my longest card I have on my credit history, which is about 8 years going on 9. Now I know Discover was bought out by Capital One, so I don't know when they do the merger if that's going to be affecting my years on that card because, you know, they're going to be taking over. I don't know if they're going to change the card name, and when they change the card name, I don't know if that will reset it or get rid of how many years I've had that card. So let me know what you guys think of what can possibly happen, but I hope that's not the case because that is a big worry of mine because that's the only reason why I use that card once every year, and it's what helps me out on my credit score. As for my last card, I'll go ahead and cover up these numbers. I have my credit union debit card. So now my credit union debit card, long story short, is that I had another credit union I had since high school, but this bank, not going to be named, still does not have Zelle. Now, I know that's really nitpicking, changing your bank just because the fact doesn't have Zelle, but everyone has Zelle, and the fact that I cannot send money through the mobile banking app, it's so crazy to me. And not only that is that you can't even do transfer to transfer. It doesn't save their information. So I would have to actually memorize like my brother's or my sister's account number by memory in order to send them money. Now, that is so old school. With this bank, they have all these advanced features. They're able to send money, like you would save it. Actually, let me re-say that. It will save their information and I can just send it. It should be that easy with any bank. And so the fact that I've been with them so long, I was so hesitant of changing, but they're not updating and going up to date with what is the new technology. Now, this isn't my only debit card. So I do have another one with Capital One. At first, I had everything going towards my Capital One. So I had everything in one space, right? So I had my savings accounts because they do have a high APY. And the reason why I have them as my high APY because we do have a local branch here that I can go to physically. I'm not really a big person of online banking, and I know Capital One is known as a hybrid bank, and maybe down the line they're going to get rid of the branches. Don't know, but as of now they do have physical branches for me, so I can actually go in there and withdraw money. Having money that I can physically go get is a big thing for me because there's some times that I actually had to withdraw big amounts of money that I need. So like, for example, like my whole wedding situation and things like that, I had to pull out a lot of money to pay like down deposits in cash. And the reason why they needed it in cash is that they would give me a discount if I paid in cash. So yes, I would pay that rather than paying a additional 2% fee because I was using a debit card or a credit card. So that is why I would have a physical branch. That was a whole side tangent, but I ended up changing my direct deposit to my local credit union because Capital One had an outage. So the outage caused us not to even transfer money, pay bills. So that is why I separated the two. So now my Capital One is mainly my emergency fund, and the fact that it has Zelle as well, I can transfer money instantly to my local credit union, and I can then withdraw that money because it's a closer bank towards me. Now, you can say what you want. It can be very complex. I know that you're probably thinking like, why would you have so many processes going in the background just having in one space? I've learned the hard way that it is best to diversify your money in different areas. That way it's accessible just in case a branch is failing or they have issues like an outage that Capital One did. But overall, that is what is in my wallet. I don't carry cash. Probably haven't learned yet that it is important to have cash, but I have yet to experience it to where they're only accepting cash. So I'll always, pay my things with credit cards. So when I get down to that point, maybe I'll start carrying cash on me. Actually, take that back. Carrying cash, I actually have good luck money. Good luck money, meaning my $2 bills. I've totally forgot about this. But yeah, every $2 bill that I see, I actually Zelle a person $2 so that way they can give me the $2 bill. This is something that whether it's true or not, it's good luck to have in your wallet. Saves you money supposedly, but that's just a little thing that I do. But yeah, this was a different video. I know it wasn't like a typical video that I do over like going over credit cards, what things I recommend, or the pros and cons going off the website. So I want to show you like not every card setup is complex, and you don't need to have all those cards all at once. You slowly build. And so right now, like I mentioned, I'm slowly building the Chase Trifecta. So I have two. I'll say 2.5 because the Chase Sapphire Preferred is a card that I am the main owner of, but the Chase Freedom Flex, I'm the authorized user. Down the line, I'm probably going to be applying it for myself so that way I can get that additional sign-on bonus as well, specifically for me, and also have the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Now, those are my current goals, and I will be documenting that as well. I probably said that earlier in this video, but again, I am going to be documenting everything. Probably going to be documenting my wedding. I think that's going to be interesting, like different style, like vlog. I really haven't figured out what this channel is going to be mainly of. I know it's more about finances, but I think enjoying the moments as well, sharing that with you guys, I think it will be pretty good. Don't know yet, but we'll see. In the works. But yeah, again, it's a completely different video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So as always, let's try to keep things simple, and see you on the next one.